All right, what is up? Game one draft for Shogunate versus Antemortem starting up. I think this is pretty big for both teams. An 0-2 for Shogunate, I think means they might be out. So I'm hoping to see, them coming here to play. And I haven't been watching much of PGL. What do you think about these bands, man?
I mean, some of them are like very normal for space bands.
Mhm.
Some of the ones that stand out to me are Chen. Well, you don't see Chen very often. Probably you don't see the Undying band very often.
It's probably like
Um,
some guy in Radiant plays Chain a lot.
yeah, that would be my guess.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Um, but it's hard to say. Hard to say. I mean, the Dazzle. I think the Dazzle band makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
Um,
I like the Night Stalker.
I like the Night Stalker. Phoenix as a response is interesting.
It's not really a counter, right? If your ulti makes it daytime for 5 seconds, that doesn't really count as countering Night Stalker, right?
Yeah, I would say that's probably accurate. Also, like I feel like the Phoenix can suffer in the mid game versus Night Stalker, right?
If you
It's like they,
don't have ulti and he's chasing you down, it's brutal.
I mean, even if you do have ulti, right? Like you're
Yeah, you get
the whole thing
silent.
with Phoenix is like like if you get poked with nukes during the fight, you just don't care.
Yeah,
The only thing that you really care about is like,
the silence.
yeah, getting stunned enough that you can't get off your spells, which is very possible here.
Mhm. Um, yeah, so kind of an interesting comeback pick from that. And I like the Night Stalker too, because I know it can flex um, a lot of ways for this team. Because Alex has played it. I'm sure Jaybird can play it, and we've seen it a bunch 3 and 4. Glad they banned the Magnus. It's a pretty good combo.
Yeah, I like Night Stalker 3-4. Um, it can suffer. They can, you can not have stuns. Right, it's like
Yeah,
so far the stunning is pretty lacking, I guess, for both teams, but it's first pick.
they get a lot of time for that.
Interesting. What do you think about Phoenix as a counter to Night Stalker? Is that a real thing or no?
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit. I
We thought it
don't think
was
it's
fake.
real.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
feel
think
like
it's
this
real.
Night Stalker here, like the silence is actually really good against the Phoenix. So it's
Yeah,
like, okay, you
yeah.
could supernova during his ulti to like limit him, but Night Stalker also just kills him.
yeah. It's like 5 seconds of day force daytime is like not enough.
Like, yes, it's not an egg hitter, but there's plenty of good picks that aren't egg hitters, right? Like yes, you're gonna lower his attack speed, and he's not gonna be able to click the egg, but like we could say the same thing about Tiny, right? Like this Tiny's never gonna click an egg, but it's still a good hero. Still probably like a better hero in the meta than Phoenix.
But I mean, at the same time, it is just probably some support. So if they've got a player that likes Phoenix, then I don't necessarily hate it.
Yep. I mean, it's a good hero, right? I would say it's like in
In the mix, it's in the mix.
maybe like the top 30 heroes. This is
Tied.
probably a hero that's in the top 8, maybe. Maybe some would say top 5.
Yeah, Tide seems very good.
Absolute beast.
Of course, Night Stalker silence also good against Tidehunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, we'll see what Shogunate wants to pick against a Tidehunter. Do you think
But it goes
I've seen Tidehunter in like all three core roles? Do we know what he plays or what his play does?
no. On this
Three
team
or
no.
one.
3 or 1. Okay.
I'm thinking, what if you just send an Ursa here? Is that crazy?
You could.
I mean, it looks good against
I,
both those heroes, right?
I'm sure if it was Team Spirit, you know what I mean? With
They would
like
pick Ursa.
Radon, yeah, I mean, they would just pick us.
Ooh,
AA. There's
Okay.
some plus and minuses with this AA hero.
I feel like it's a juicier game. Like, cause like what even if they try to like throw this, and I guess PA is okay.
He
If they
is
try
okay.
to throw this Tidehunter like carry to avoid the Ursa or something,
Hmm.
I mean Ursa still crushes Tide carry. So it's like no matter what this Tide does, like you're just hard countered. Like if they try to throw him carry or
Yeah.
off lane, it doesn't matter. Ursa's going to do the damage either way.
So I'm gonna be real. Uh, I expect Dire to lose their safe lane.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
AAPA.
Like basically just 1-on-2. Like
I don't know
AA
why they picked AA.
AA doesn't really do much to Tide. Um,
I'm kind of confused.
And I know
As it
PA's got a lot of laning buffs, but isn't I mean
He is
historically
pretty
Tide's
good.
been like a good laner against PA, right?
It's not bad. I don't think it's bad for PA because PA gets a ton of stick charges. You can spam dagger. You can blink away from Tide. Tide's pretty slow. It's hard for him to chase.
but
But
like,
Tide generally wins because your E is annoying, but I don't think it's like totally doable. I think from the PA's perspective, that lane is doable.
are you ever killing Tide as PA?
You're definitely not killing Tide, but you could definitely kill the 4. Like PA's super aggressive here. It's gonna be hard with Mirana because she's just gonna blink. She's just gonna jump away because you have an AA support, not able to stun her. But
Yeah,
like if this Mirana gets too crazy or ends up running out of leaps for whatever reason, it's very easy to kill this Mirana.
yeah.
Um, I still think Dire are gonna win like that lane because I think Mirage is such a good laner, provides a
I mean,
lot of
Radiant's gonna
magic
win the lane.
damage. Radiant's gonna win the lane, yeah.
Yeah, it's more just like I've been the AA against these tanky Tide heroes,
Yeah,
and it's
if you're
like,
not careful on
yeah,
A, you get gushed, and then the slow plus like Mirana leap and hitting
yeah.
you alone is gonna kill you. Like
Like you
forget even
can't
getting arrow
trade.
because you're 200 move speed.
Yeah. You can't trade into the Mirana because the Mirana is just better at trading than you, especially with the
Yeah.
new Q. Um, you can't like you can click the Tide, like you've got good range, but like if these Tides go like a lot of points in Kraken Shell early, right? So like at a
Mhm.
certain point, like I've been in that lane as the AA, and I just like get 15 right clicks off on the Tide, and he's just like healed it. Like he's just his HP hasn't changed because he has a single Tango running, and you're just like,
Mhm.
all right, I don't know what to do. Like I'm gonna go elsewhere, I guess. So that's kind of what I expect to happen in this lane. Is this AA is just gonna run out of like useful things to do.
Okay, they're blowing through their bans here. I
They
would like
are
to see
blowing through their
Night
bans.
Stalker as a core here because I think
I
he has
think
great matchups.
it needs to be Night Stalker core. Storm Spirit,
Dude,
Mirana,
these are
Tidehunter, Phoenix.
yeah,
I feel like this is an ideal Night Stalker game.
Yeah,
these are
so maybe
four
All
so
heroes that
some
Night
four
Stalker's
with
amazing.
a stunner. Schlesh likes
Uh,
like
yeah,
clockwork.
I would say Marcy
Marcy?
could be interesting.
Shaker,
Baker could be interesting.
Clockwork, some support that's going to benefit from the extra vision.
I actually really like the
Oh,
Lion. I really
uh,
like the
uh,
Lion.
you, you do?
Yeah.
I mean, it's got
Uh,
disable, right? That's what
it's
I
got
wanted.
it's got disable. Like you have another way of just like 100 to zeroing the storm from fog.
They're so
You know what?
squishy.
Sure.
They just look so weak to me. They look so feeble. Like this team, it looks like you just right click them once or twice and they're just done. Like I don't have faith that this team can sustain itself in any fight that goes longer than like 20 seconds. And I feel like Night Sucker like likes longer fights.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but Night Stalker also you could just pop ulti, guarantee you get the jump with your Puck Lion AA combo.
Yeah, I guess
And I
it's
mean,
true, but like Night
they're gonna
Sucker
kill
like
anything.
lets you get like good initiations, and it also lets you fall back really well and then reinitiate again really well because it lasts so long and gives you such nice vision that I feel like you're constantly able to poke, threaten kills, potentially get like a burst kill back out and then re-go in because you just constantly have superior vision.
Yeah, I think Puck likes that playstyle, but I agree that Lion doesn't really fit that mold. But
I
they
just
did pick Terribly
well
into Lion, and Lion's like pretty good against
PA
that.
works well against it too. I just wish there was a little bit more girth on like one of the supports. Like maybe you just replace the AA because AA doesn't really make sense here. And like you just replace him with some other core.
Like if
I
this
mean
was
sorry, not core, but
Undying,
like maybe Undying. They banned it obviously, but
yeah.
surely there's some other tanky core. Or like pick Alex like Clockwork or Shaker. Would have been my idea for like what would have made this draft feel a little bit better. Cause yeah, I'm just worried. Like I don't know. The Storm Spirit, I feel like it's gonna. So many of these heroes just died of Storm Spirit in half a second. We'll
Yep.
see. I'm gonna be right back. 1 minute.
Okay. Well, Spoon, you got any predictions? Who's winning this one? Well, okay, actually, before that, I haven't looked at the team standings or anything. What's the standing situation on this match?
So, Shogunate, the good
Hmm.
guys.
The good guys, yes.
And just
Spies
for
casting.
anyone who's new turning into our cast, it's like we're friends with the pause 4 and the mid and the pause 5 and the pause 1. So it's like we're a little biased. But usually the way that this bias shines through is we're especially critical of our
All
friends.
right, I'm back.
So the current standings are
Yeah,
they're in 9th. I believe it's top 8
top
go
8.
to playoffs. There's 2 weeks left.
Okay.
So it's mathematically possible for them to 1-1 this week, and still qualify if they 2-0 next week. But if they 1-1 next week, their destiny is not totally in their. Or if they 1-1 this week, their destiny is not totally in their hands. It depends on how teams 7 and 8 do in the next 2 weeks.
What about this
So
team
if
they're
they,
playing against? What's their placing?
I
What are they
believe
looking
they're
like?
10th.
Okay. So we want to put this team down, and then so we can jump up in the
If they
standings.
2-0 this week, then their destiny. Basically, if they go 4-0, they're in. Is my understanding. Or they're at least tied for. There'll at least be some like play-ins, some
Tiebreaker,
tiebreakers.
yeah.
Okay. And
But
we
if
didn't
they
talk
won
about.
one this week or worse, then there are futures in which they 2-0 next week and still don't make playoffs.
Right, got a 2-0 to keep the future in your own hands. We didn't talk about this last pick terribly. It's got a good matchup against PA, right? But isn't
Um,
it like actively bad against like Puck, Lion, AA?
it's pretty squishy, but there's definitely an avenue where if this Terrorblade gets to free farm a little bit too much, he gets like Manta Scotty. It can very quickly get to the point where it's just really hard to bring him down. Like
Right.
in the early game, I think it's up to them to find the kills on this guy, make sure he dies. But because he's got the Sunder, which isn't really affected by AA Blast, um, sometimes he'll just end up getting it off. We'll have to see. But I think early game, it's going to be very important. They try to prioritize shutting him down so that like by the time he gets like Manta Scotty, PA's at a point where she provides the damage that they're going to be lacking because the magic doesn't scale enough.
So there are a couple of things I do want to note. The first is that I believe both of Lion's spells that previously killed illusions no longer kill illusions.
They don't kill
Oh, is that
illusions?
true?
I'm fairly certain even if you hover over mana drain, no longer instantly kills illusions. I believe it's may not
Damn.
be true of Hex. Hex might still insta kill illusions, but mana drain does not. So one of the things that made Lion really good against TB is kind
Yeah,
of been
the illusion.
taken
Yeah.
away. Honestly, I'm gonna say it. This game is on Jaybird.
Oh, yeah.
Like
He's going to have
he
to
has
put
to
it. If he has a
do,
bad game, this game is over.
yeah.
He
And if
is
he,
their early game. Oh, wait, looking top. There might be a kill onto the Tidehunter. He uses his stick. It's down for 16 seconds. Dagger coming up. That is
wow,
first blood on Yoshi. Going down.
what's that
That
his
is huge.
gush level one?
He went Gush level 1?
Not normally what you
Ooh.
see these days on
It's a
Tide.
little bit scary. Oh my god, they're just going in on this Mirana, but they are gonna bag. That was a little bit crazy. This is huge for them though. To get
This
that
is
kind of
great.
start. The Gush is a shocking pickup. I
Great.
think he wanted to be more aggressive, but his Mirana was just gone. Like I don't know if you were looking top at all, but this Mirana was just hanging around on the side, and so it was just a 2v1.
Yep, and I mean the gush pickup means normally you would reduce the PA's damage, so she can't really trade with you.
Yeah.
But the dagger's super effective if you don't have either your UW.
Mhm.
You also see sometimes you just see them go first. Now that Kraken Shell isn't active, you'll just see them go Kraken Shell. And there's like,
Yeah, well,
even if he has Kraken Shell, there's no way he dies there.
Yeah, and I feel like it
this
makes sense a
was-
lot against like heroes like AA, which is just gonna click you, right?
Yeah, that was a huge kill though. Like that's very important. And we do see bottom. Night Slugger doing pretty solidly. Going in on this TV. He's gonna meta. Try to go on Alex, but I don't think he can. Wait, they're gonna dive this. He's blood grenaded up. They're hitting him. Oh my god, he dies and Alex has stun. Phoenix doesn't have leap. Are they gonna dive for it? Oh, somebody's dying here. I think it's Alex.
The Jukes?
Did he
Fox?
really just bait? There is.
Oh, they're off to a
Oh,
hot
that's
start
smart.
here.
Go to tower before
my
he TPs.
god. Yeah, you probably should have died at tower. But
Well, he can get the
that's
Lotus.
huge. He's gonna get the Lotus too. Meanwhile, in the top lane, they also get the Lotus Aerial blinking in, going on the Mirana, but it's not gonna be much after that.
This is great. Well, I think one of the teams we've been on this team's case about, I think especially in their safe lane, is like not using mana together.
Yeah,
And here they are using mana together.
they're using a lot of mana together.
If one person casts a spell on a hero, the other person casts a spell on that hero, and it makes it really hard to trade profitably for Radiant.
Looking at the CS though, it looks like mid lane's pretty even. So
Yeah,
Puck
it's
versus
kinda what
Storm,
you
kind of just a
expect,
trade.
I think, yeah. Yeah, I mean, damn, this is going, I think, pretty solidly for Dire. I expected top to go much worse. I didn't expect bottom to go as well as it was going. I feel like Phoenix is pretty strong in this lane. But Dire just playing well, finding the kills. And I think I'm gonna be interested to see, these are big rotation heroes. And the other thing is big rune heroes. I'm gonna be very interested to see how the 6-minute rune plays out, because I think it's very important that they make sure the Storm doesn't get it if they want to maintain side lane momentum.
Yep, for sure. I mean, and we talked about Lion. Not as good as some of those alternative heroes we talked about brawling on the mid runes early. So that was the
He does
downside
have the
there.
stuns, so like if it's just this Storm and him, he can kind of just hex stun him and deny the rune.
Take the rune, yeah.
Alex is 1-1-2, by the way.
Whoa.
Not quite sure.
This guy, he makes his own builds. You gotta
He does
respect
make his own builds. I wonder if he knows that
This is
Mana Drain doesn't
bad.
kill illusions.
Oh, you think that's why he's getting it up?
Maybe.
He's like, Jaybird, I've got this crazy idea. I can't wait till he finds out. Okay, we do see it go in the bot lane. It's daytime now. They have popped meta. It's just hard for them to chase without reflection. The issue with the Phoenix is it might be good defensively, but does not help when people just walk away from you.
Okay. Other than that early flurry of kills, though, I mean, it's
starting to get quiet.
Yeah, net worth is very even.
Oh my god, I thought he was gonna go in top.
Big wave. Hard to pass it up.
There's an ulti
Okay.
in the mid lane. Storm is leashed up. He gets stunned. Lion stun coming next. He's going to have Hex in a second. They're doing the damage.
Wow.
Oh, nice. I think the
That's
Storm.
That's what we wanted to see.
Yeah, I think the Storm didn't need to break the
The coil.
the
Yeah, I
tether
don't
there.
think he needed to break
They just
it.
waited out, but
And
hard to
now
know
see we
necessarily.
see the power of the rune is now that Kaden can come up top and swing the momentum. Because now this Mirana's just dead.
But the
Wait,
A's
so you go
this
for
Tide
Tide
might
too?
be dead
A
too.
is getting gone on, but yeah, Tide.
Tide's not gonna
Puck
be able to
is
TP. He's
all
got cold feet
magic
on him.
damage. He's so dead here. Kaden saving the Q for the kill.
Classic.
And he gets the bounty. This is like ideal. Like I imagine Kaden looking back at this and being like, this is literally the perfect 30 seconds you could have on a mid laner.
Yeah, but it's got to be said for Radiant there. You know, this is like coordinated draft play. You got to have a support going to the mid rune around the power rune, right?
Especially
Yep.
when your mid hero is Storm.
Yeah, there's no way your Storm Spirit should die to a 2-person gank at 5 minutes.
Bro,
Nobody
really good at it
TP'd.
too, right?
Yeah, nobody TP'd. Nobody came for it in the first place. It's I think one of the things you have to identify as a team is like when you have a hero like Storm Spirit, it doesn't just become like it's so important to get Storm Spirit a rune because he can so easily turn that into a successful gank in the side lane. And
Mm-hmm.
when your side lanes are going as bad as they are right now, or at least not as well as you want them to, getting your Storm a rune that allows him to come gank and help you guys out is like a fantastic way to put yourself back into a good position.
Yeah, and simultaneously, if the side lane supports are communicating, I don't have TP or I don't have any mana, I'm not in a position to TP, then Storm just needs to not be there, right?
Yeah.
So that's definitely the worst case scenario.
I think what happened was they were doing so much harassing.
Again?
Oh, we see it go in the mid lane. He's trying to get another room. This time the Marta does come in. The arrow is going to hit Alex. I think this is going to be a kill on him. They do get the kill, but Storm is really low HP. He's going to try to heal up. He's got some mana. Oh my. Wait, Kaden's going to come back around. Oh, they know. Oh, Kaden's playing a dangerous game. He just lost his courier. He's super low. He's going to try to go in on... No. Oh my god. This is bad, though. Oh, he's barely going to get out here. This is a lot of wasted time and a dead courier for Kaden. I think he's got to go back.
Yep, and the power rune was obtained by the Storm there, right?
No, Alex
Oh,
took an arcane.
The line picked up, okay.
Yeah, Lion picked up the arcane, so neither of them got it, but not the worst thing that could happen. I feel like you could just kill this AA. Maybe I'm crazy.
Probably doesn't know where Puck is, right? Gets really
I
dangerous.
guess that's true. I thought Puck was back in base. I didn't even know where Puck was. I don't know how he didn't have to go back to base after that.
Right, heard it here first, Nero would have died.
I definitely would have died.
But just trying to get some XP mid once level 6.
It's pretty smart.
Looks like both the supports are a little under-leveled. All 4 of them, actually. None of them
Did they
level
get
6
the
even.
wisdom? The wisdom got split?
Yeah.
Yeah, Alex got one, Harmony got the other. Okay. Yeah, I feel like we're reaching phase 2. I want to see one of these teams start hitting a tier 1. I feel like we're at that time where one of these teams needs to put the adequate pressure in a side lane. It's hit 10 minutes. We have this ward bottom scouting out. Oh, meanwhile, we do see the Storm get a shield room. They are going to try to go for a kill on him, but this A doesn't have ulti yet, and he's going to barely dodges the arrow. Yeah, I don't know about this. Oh, he's going to try to hit the... Your attack speed's too slow, man. You got to get out of there.
Oh, he's shooting. Look up.
Whoa! Oh, this Marana's going to leap in. She's going to try to do damage with her Q. That's a lot of damage onto Kaden, and the A misses the arrow. Kaden trying to go back in a little bit. Maybe see if he can do some DPS on some of these heroes. But
a lot of nothing happening
this
in
is
the mid
a
lane right now.
dangerous game going on right now. Very dangerous. Kaden playing super... Oh my god! He gets hexed, stunned up.
No
Marana
finger,
coming
no
back in,
mana.
but that's too much damage. He's dead on A. Oh!
Oh, he got the mana.
He got
Oh, well.
finger off. Barely gets enough mana right as Kaden dies to the second hit of Starfall. And meanwhile, though, in the bot lane, we do see the tower go down. So this is huge. Because they put so much pressure in the mid lane, The supports rotated. TB had to go jungle, and that means Night Stalker gets to take the tower.
Jeremy
Which is
should have
perfect.
defended his tower a little more.
Oh, Jeremy just let
I
his
don't.
go.
I don't think he's supposed to lose the tower to just Tide.
I would agree with you. Mainly because he's a whole 2 ass levels above this Tide. But also, yeah.
I mean, he's gonna have an
If you
insane battle
know
period
they're
timing,
fighting,
but
he's gonna have a great battle for your tower. But it is sad that he lost the tower.
like he saw all the heroes, right? Like he saw them all. All the heroes that could have killed him, he saw them mid. So I think it would have been simple enough to go and just like grab the creeps off the tower.
They should
and then
bait
go
like
back to farming.
AA on this D ward. Oh, okay, we see it go top on Kaden. Oh, the runes are so important this game. Look how much priority they're putting on it. The Night Sucker coming in the mid lane. He has Blade Mail. He
Interesting.
has Blade Mail.
Armor's good against TV, I suppose.
Not a carry item though. That's like not what you want to see, like Halberd, S and Y, stuff like that from this guy. Like maybe even like Harpoon or something.
I
Like
think Harpoon into Blink would have been crazy this
Harpoon,
game.
Blink, Nullifier. You don't want to see Blade Mail. They are gonna try to go on him. He is gonna Blade Mail. That's gonna scare him a little bit.
Watch bottom, watch bottom.
Dude.
Oh, meanwhile, in bot, going on TV, this is the big kill I wanted to see. And he is silenced up, hexed up, stunned. Oh my god, they have so much stun.
Do you think they know that Sunder goes through AA ult?
I'm sure they do.
I'm sure they do, but it's still good burst, right? It's like
Yeah, it's still
it
good
is.
burst.
It is. I mean, it's okay burst.
but it's like plus 200 damage on like any kill.
It's definitely like 200 damage plus. Well, it does like 100 damage on the hit, right? At least 100 damage.
Jeremy,
Okay, let's focus on this first. Sentry, they know they're there. Jaybird going in onto the Storm Spirit. He is silenced. Egg gets popped, but it's a little bit far away. You're not next to your team. That is a huge Ravage onto 3 people, but I just don't think you can chase down any heroes. None of these heroes are getting stunned after the Ravage, and they're just going to go back in. Tidehunter's slow. No Ravage now. Jaybird on the side giving the vision. He gets fingered. He's just dead.
I mean, we're seeing it. The Night Stalker silence value is so good against the
It's insane, but that right there was a lack of coordination because that egg was nowhere near the Ravage. Like
the Phoenix couldn't egg at the same time as the Ravage because he got damaged and he was in the Night Stalker silence at the same time as the Tidehunter.
Yeah,
they had to delta split, and the Night Stalker just stood on the Tidehunter so he couldn't Ravage.
Yeah, it's just, man, that was well played by Dyer, but that egg, it's just, you have this combo. They wanted to use it and it just didn't work out. They weren't able to get it close enough together to make it matter.
Jeremy has Battle Fury. Almost Yasha actually.
He is farming very well. I don't know if you've checked the net worth, but he is 8,000. He is a full 2,000 ahead of this Terrorblade, and we see a smoke from Dyer coming in through the bot lane. Alex leading it up, putting this tower ward. They want to find this Terrorblade. They know he's here somewhere, but I don't think. Okay, they are. They know he's down here. Will they find him?
No finger.
So this is an us smoke.
Okay, wait.
They're just gonna barely miss him?
No, they're gonna barely miss him. And Kaden TP's out to defend mid. That's so sad. But we see at the same time, Radiant smoking up. They want to try their luck as well. They scan the Night Stalker. They're gonna see him in a second. It turns day. They go in. He presses Blade Mail. That's a lot of damage. AO coming in. It's not going to land on anybody. Egg coming out. That's going to be a dead Night Stalker. They are TPing in on a few heroes, but Kaden doesn't have a TP. He can't come back into this, so P is going to TP, and I don't know if you're going to be able to do anything. Doesn't seem like anything's going to happen here.
They're going to try to catch
They can try to catch the storm, but I don't think you have the damage. They're going to go for it. He gets out. I think he might bait here on high ground. No, he's just going to go all the way out. This is a little... Now you have no mana. Now you really can't fight.
I think if he tried to like free cast the Earth Spike there, he was in range for it.
I think so too.
But he was clearly trying to get the Hex first.
Yeah, he wanted the Hex. Okay, but this is huge. They are going for the Tormentor top. They have more than enough damage with this PA. They just need bodies. Oh, and in the mid lane, Kaden, super low HP. They're going to be hitting this mid tower. Can Kaden defend it by himself? This is very dangerous. Lion dies top. A dies as well.
Not quite sure about the 2 supports for a Tormentor.
It could be 2 supports in a mid. Kaden just barely gets out.
I mean, we see this play a lot. If
This
you
is
can
what
save
happened
the mid
last
tower,
game. And Kaden died last game. Or last series doing this exact thing. Where the 4
if
of
you can
them were
save the
taking
mid
it.
tower, do it. Then yeah, but like, if you realistically have no chance to save the mid tower, just come take the Tormentor.
Yeah. Like, in their last series, Kaden, I'm pretty sure, died doing this exact thing. I don't know if you remember, Spoon. But
Yeah.
he was solo mid defending while the other 4 were taking the Tormentor, and he died doing that. And, like, it's just, that does not feel good. I feel like you just accept. Okay, we do see it go in the mid lane. Phoenix Egg is now finally up. This could be very scary, but it looks like they have the burst for him. And now they're just going to hit this mid tower.
We checked the
Ale
line
coming in
that-
onto the storm. Wait, he barely dodges it, but the... Wait, no, he does get hit by a Night Sucker trying to do the damage. I think he might have it.
Wow.
Wow. That's a lot of damage. They could go more. I mean, what are they scared of?
They're going to try, but Jaber doesn't have the mana to slow him, so I think he's just going to walk away.
I'm gonna be real. I did not think.
He's hoping to force the Ravage here, but it's
Oh
looking a
my
little
god,
dangerous
they're
under
actually
tier
going...
2.
Oh,
they got it.
the finger. Oh, man, and Alex has a shard, too, from that Tormentor. He went 3 points in his E.
What's the blink? Does he have it on the courier now for Lion?
One would have to imagine. Yes, it's on the way.
It's on the way. This is...
I just want to
This
point out...
Lion's paying off.
Yeah, Dire went for like 2 smokes in a row and the Lion was like pretty close to blink. I feel like they should have just paused. I mean, that play ended up working out, but I feel like if they just waited for the Lion blink, their game gets so much easier. And now they don't have smokes probably to use.
Yeah.
So even though we're gonna have Terrorblade under this ward down bottom, they're not gonna be able to go to him because
Oh my god, look at this Terrorblade spell. I got it. I got to pause to check Pro Tracker and
Wait,
make
what's
sure.
Is that part of the
Is it a
base layer?
casual hood? Is it a casual cloak?
I think it's a casual cloak, which I think is fine in certain circumstances. Some pro players, Eternal Envy used to get Hooded Defiance on Terrorblade, but the raw cloak, much rarer to see.
But surely, if you're gonna go a cloak, you should just build the
should
Mage
just
Slayer
build the
and
Mage
not
Slayer.
go Falcon Blade, right?
No, but I'm so confused by the Orchid. I see a few Orchids, but always after Manta style.
Mid lane.
I'm sorry,
some
I'm
rattle.
not catching these kills. Yeah, every time you see Orchid, it's after Manta. Terrorblade is a Manta first hero and Manta first only. Like, that is all you will see is Manta first. So I'm kind of
maybe some
shocked to
small
see
stat
this.
item like Falcon Blade, right?
Maybe some small stat item like Falcon Blade. You do see Falcon Blade almost every game first. Sometimes Dragonlance, but like Manta is your first like real item.
Yeah.
Like I would consider Orchid like a real costly item that you have to spend time to get. Falcon Blade is kind of like a landing stage item you get. But Orchid, man, is a very interesting choice, and I think it's like. I mean,
I mean,
we
Puck already
assume
got
it's
the Yules
for the
too,
puck.
right?
I was gonna say we assume it's for the puck, but if you check the puck's inventory, he already has a Yules.
And it's not. I wouldn't say it's particularly good against PA or
This
Nighttalker.
worries me because like Orchid is not the role you're trying to fulfill. I feel like on Terrorblade on this game, I feel like as the Terrorblade this game, you're trying to accelerate your farming, which is what Manta's for, and you're trying to survive as much as possible. I feel like you replace the Hood
What Manta's
Orchid
for.
with the Dragonlance Manta. I feel like that it ensures you have more than 1300 HP, and it helps you farm faster and makes you do more damage. Like This Orchid worries me a lot because I feel like this potential. I felt like Terrorblade had this game to kind of soak up the damage, get back up with Sunder, and then be just a massive damage dealer without going any damage on him. It's pretty much just stats because these heroes are just so squishy. Is kind of disappearing. I think. Oh my god. Okay. 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 I thought he was going Glimmer next, but he's going Manta Glimmer, which is it's a little bit better. All right, but back to the game and enough on the items. We do see PA has the
PA with the
BKB
BKB.
completed. I would like to see Roche as their next objective. I would like to see them Roche pretty much right now.
Alrighty, fellas. I need to check out. It's been a pleasure. Have fun with the cast.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Thank you.
See you.
I would really like to see them Roche.
Yeah, maybe they're thinking that they can siege this tower. It's a weird tower. It's like
I
a
think
full
their
HP
hope-
tier 2.
I think their hope was they get a pick off into Roche.
Yeah.
Because that makes the whole thing simpler. But they failed to find anybody. They're navigating around it really well on Radiant, playing bottom, getting these lanes pushed out. But now, like as maybe a negative for what they're doing is they've left top completely empty. There is not a single Radiant hero remotely close to this besides Storm. And that's not good. And the Terrorblade is
Terrorblade
getting
is
a lot of damage
mad.
bottom.
He's
Yeah,
mad
he's
at
getting a
bottom.
lot of damage bottom. This is very good for them. And now we do see this Phoenix trying to disrupt. He is going to be gone on by the Lion. Hex up, stunned up. Night Stalker coming in, ulting. He uses himself up, but the silence is going to be a lot. Terrorblade here. Oh, and on the side, we see AA getting gone on by the Storm. He is going to go down. Night Stalker, like 30% HP. What is happening to Dire right now? So low. Night Stalker gets ultied up. He's at 10 HP. Storm trying to come in. Gets in with the last hit, but he's got no mana. Is PA going to be able to kill him? He does get the vision. He is going to go on him. Storm trying to get away as best as he can. Get to his Terrorblade. Does his Terrorblade ult him? No, he says, fuck you. And he just keeps hitting the PA. And he lives on the Storm just barely. I thought Storm was going to die there. I was so sure he was going to go for the Sunder, but I guess he did go Condemn, so the TV would have been at 1 HP. So maybe the right call. He finished Glimmer Cape.
Hmm.
I'm going to be very, I'm going to have to apologize to this guy in DMs or something if, he successfully does this. Because this is, one of the builds where I look at, and I'm like, in any serious game, there's no way you win this. This should be impossible to win with your decision. And we do see after that fight, it was hectic. Storm had to go back. The Tidehunter ravaged and died. Dire gets back up enough. And they do make it back in the Roche pit and finish that, which means Aegis for this PA. Who's going S and Y? Is S and Y on the courier? Nice. Okay, so S and Y on this PA, pretty farm. Didn't go the shard. Oh, they are going to go for it, though. She doesn't have BKB for 12 seconds. Gets glimmered up. Just going to back away. But this Lion coming in, he does have Blink. Oh, this Mirana's got to be careful. He does see him. Gets the Hex off. PA coming in. Silence coming up next. And the neutral creep securing the kill. For himself. Yep. That Ravage ability is crazy.
Yeah, man, it's like a
insane.
huge stun radius.
Right. Oh, in the mid lane, though, we do see a coil onto the Storm trying to farm a little bit too up, my friend. He's trying to be a little bit too cheeky with his farming. He wanted to cut the mid wave, wanted to stop the pressure on Radiant, on Dire by kind of cutting this wave, making sure they can't push as well as they normally would be able to, but he stays too long and doesn't kill the creep wave fast enough, and he dies for it in a very bad way.
Alright, Alex now knows. He just managed Rain an illusion. And
he
kept
knows.
hitting him in the face, and he was like, huh.
Is it bugged? Guys, my managing's bugged.
He hexed it just to make sure, and the hexing.
There we go. I love we can see him just figuring these things out in real time. It's so good. It's incredible to see. Okay, we are going to see a defense. Tidehunter TPing in, showing himself on this PA. They go for the arrow. It does hit. Oh, that's so much damage. The A ulti coming out, but I don't know. Storm coming in. Huge zip. He's going to go for the A, but the A has already done everything he can. There's no reason to even kill this A, and he's going to die for it. Meanwhile, ulti coming out. The PA is BKB. Is she going to be able to hit in time? She does, but now she's super low. Are they going to be able to finish it? But no, the Puck still had coil. Didn't use it on that Storm there. So the Puck's going to be able to hold down 3 heroes with it. Spark is getting low. He does have Ravage. I mean, Sunder. He's going to be running away here, but he's just dead. The silence. This Night Stalker silence is such an issue. Storm going in, getting immediately Night Stalker silence, dies for it. Man.
I mean, we said this game was going to be on Jaybird, right? Like, if he plays
And
well,
he's
then,
doing it.
Yeah. He's made, I think, life miserable for, like, every single go, right? Like, every single catch, it seems like he's a part of it.
Yeah.
In the mid game.
Mm-hmm. I gotta say, this is tough if you're Radiant. I feel like I don't know if I'm crazy here, but I feel like Tidehunter needs a BKB, Terrorblade needs a BKB, and Storm Spirit need a BKB. I feel like all 3 of your cores need a BKB right now to just be able to fight.
Yeah, I mean, Tide BKB feels so bad, right? Like, this early
I
in the
don't
game.
think he has a choice.
I
I mean, he's kind of going the carry build anyway, right? You don't get Morbid Mask on offlane or something, or maybe you do, and I'm wrong.
thought you always did. I thought you, like, in fact,
Maybe
I
it's
think
just too good.
Supposed to, he
Are
was
they
supposed to
carry build in
commit
the
for the
offlane?
Vlads.
Let me consult Dota 2 Pro Tracker.
I think he was supposed
Let's
to
see
commit for the Vlads. Like,
Tidehunter offlane. Let's see. Yeah, it's well, I see a lot of Phase Mage Slayer Shivas or like Phase Mage Slayer Blink. I know a lot of Vlads too. So it's a bit of a mixture.
like this game, it's really good because you give your TB so much damage.
Yeah, it's probably good for the TV. I can't get over this TV's items, man. Look what he's going next.
Look what they did to my boy. Look how they
Like,
massacred my boy.
I don't.
He's got the Manta.
Yeah, but he's going MKB, and I saw him get the Orchid, and I'm like, okay, I see his reasoning. He doesn't want to get MKB, so he's gonna get Bloodthorn for this PA, or at least like Orchid for this Puck until Puck gets Yules, and then it's good as Bloodthorn versus PA. But then he's going this MKB, and it's like, I mean, you need BKB, you need like Scotty this game, like maybe Butterfly, like MKB is not going to solve your issues here. Like, they're just going to jump you, and this PA is not going to care.
Yeah.
I'm pretty worried about this. Because it's like, during their BKBs, if PA BKBs and goes on this Terrorblade, there's like no stopping her, and I don't know. I feel like if he had Hurricane Pike or BKB himself, or he was a bit tankier, like there's so many ways he could get out of dying to like their burst, and I feel like he's played into it a little bit. If they're going on you with stuns and stuff, you're not really easily getting this Glimmer off until after a lot of the damage has been done.
Yeah, I feel like the Glimmer was maybe a little. I don't know.
And they've
Optimistic?
nerfed it. I mean, it's been nerfed several times, right? The Glimmer. They're
I
trying
think
to make it
just got
worse.
nerfed the last patch. Glimmer cost higher. The mana cost went to 125, and the bonus
And
move
the
speed
move
while
speed
Glimmered went to
decrease.
20. But like 125 is a good amount of mana for a TB, right?
It's a good amount of mana, but dude, the magic barrier is so good. They should have nerfed that. They should have made it like 275 or
No,
something. Just like a
dude,
little
come
bit.
on. I'm a support. I just want my like little
It's
support
way
items so
too
I don't
like
die
the
to like
invis
every
is
mid
way too
laner.
good. The invis is way too good. The fact that it gives invis and a shield, like why doesn't it just give like 35% magic res instead of
It
giving the
used
shield
to.
at all?
It
That's what it
used to
should
do
do.
that, but when
And
they
it should
added
still do that.
barriers, they're like it gives it a little bit of just a little barrier, you know?
The barrier's crazy. That's the reason why it's so stupid, isn't it? It's like the
Yeah.
barrier just took it like a step too far. Like it was already a good
Well, but
item,
it's
and then the barrier just made it ridiculous.
yeah. I mean, I think it more has to do with they've been nerfing a lot of like the quote-unquote core anti-magic items for so long.
Yeah.
Like Glimmer hadn't before this. Glimmer hadn't changed for a long time, right?
Mhm.
And then I think they just nerfed everything else to the point where Glimmer got like was just really really good.
Yeah.
But for a support, it's like one of the only ways you can survive the mid game, right? Like if I'm against like a
It's yeah.
Puck, like it's the only thing that's stopping Puck from just killing me every single fight. So I
Mhm.
hope they don't nerf it too much. They should make it so that the bonuses, like they did what they did to Solar Crest, right? The bonuses like don't apply when self cast.
Not a bad idea.
Would
That would
stop the
help
cores
with
from
the
just spamming
cores.
it.
Yeah, that would help with the cores getting it.
Like maybe you could say the magic barrier gets halved when self cast and you don't get the movement speed, something like
Something
that.
like that. Something like that. Like it doesn't have to be crazy, but oh, Caden traps himself.
Dude, that's where he wants to be. Unseeable.
Yeah, this is a nice little spot.
So 15k lead at 32 minutes.
Yeah, the game's stagnated a little bit, but I think Dyer's just happy to farm. I think this PA is like, I mean, he's got Satanic, Saint Yasha, BKB Bout. Like, this PA is so ready. And I think this is their second smoke. We didn't talk about it. They smoked earlier. They went bottom. They didn't find anybody. Jaber just popped on the towers, so I think they're aware. Oh, but Radiant going in. They think it's just Jaybird alone. Oh, they're going to go in on the Mirana. This is going to be a huge fight. A is going to be dead at the beginning. Doesn't get his ulti off. Phoenix Egg coming out, but they might be able to reinitiate after this. Or are they just going to back? I think they're just backing. A little bit odd. Storm zipping in just to farm the mid wave. I'm surprised Dyer was so scared there.
I like it. I like the restraints. Like everything gets used. The egg is active.
I mean, Tidehunter
And
even ravaged. Why would you back?
Well, but
I didn't
like,
realize Tide ravaged.
yeah, Tide Ravage, like they're under vision. I think if I'm the pause spot there, I'm like, just let me die. Let's just go fight in 30 seconds when I'm up, and like they have nothing.
I
Like,
feel like they
we can
just
smoke, we can get vision.
Yeah, I feel like Radiant so badly needs like BKBs, and if not BKBs, they need their ultis. That
Yeah.
if you see this egg, somebody's got to die for it. Maybe you don't take a full fight, like maybe you don't chase too far, but somebody has to die for that.
Yeah, it could
Letting
be.
them just get away for free on every single hero does not seem right. But the back does ensure that they don't lose the fight when Roche spawns, which is potentially part of the reasoning. And so they do guarantee this next Roche. It goes on to the PA, and now the push begins. And I think potentially we might see him just go straight high ground after this tower. The way this PA is moving, I think she's ready for it. Hey, we do see a high ground attempt. Let's see how it goes. No Ravage for 40. No Egg for 17. Damn, they're just going to back. MKB done on Terrorblade. So at least in this high ground defense, if they're able to stun up this PA, she's going to be taking a lot of damage from this TV. And he's going to be getting the Wisdom. Nice. That's not bad. Tier 2 here. Oh, but we do see it go in bottom. Going onto the Phoenix. She's under the silence, but I think she can ulti. No! Just barely comes down before the storm, taking almost all of his HP. Lion dying, but Phoenix buys back. They're going to back. And they almost get the bottom tower, but not enough. That was an arcane, by the way, on the puck. So his ulti back up in 27 seconds. And TB meta down. I think now might be. I think it might be time for high ground. I think if this TB doesn't get anything off meta, surely that could be the time. Oh, but we do see them going in. Orchid. He does BKB on the PA. He's going to man fight this Terrorblade. Is it going to be enough? Terrorblade ulting his own illusion, but that's not going to be enough, my friend. He Glimmer Capes up, but they do have the dust. He's going to go down. He is dead. 79 seconds, no buyback. Meanwhile, on the side, we see Tide has to Ravage. Phoenix on the side. Is he going to Egg? He does not. The Tide Hunter dies. Meanwhile, they just keep chasing. Does he have any dust? He does have dust on the line. They do get the ulti on Puck, but oh my god, Mirana was out of the dust, but it doesn't matter. She's out now. And that's another kill. I think they're going to keep chasing. No. They do back now, getting the tier 2. Storm trying to do his best to farm in the sidelines. He's got his BKB. He's got Parasma, but I think it's too late. This PA is just way too strong.
All right, Jeremy, let's get that Basher in the inventory, sir.
I was looking at that too. There's no way.
Don't
There's
need
no
this
way you
BKB.
take boots over Basher.
Or like, just let the VKB cool down a little slower, you know? Maybe not.
No. You get rid of the boots. You're PA. You just blink. I think this is just Rags. I think they go middle. I think it's impossible to stop them. No BKBs besides the Storm on Radiant. Tidehunter, no Ravage for 70 seconds. 70 seconds is more than enough time to get Megas. I think. They are doing a little bit of damage on the side. Oh, they are smoking, going in. He gets Hex. What a Hex by the Lion. Ensuring this A. He's dead. He doesn't get the ulti off. I thought he was about to get it for a second. Tidehunter, meanwhile, is blinked in, but he's just dead. They do manage to kill PA on the side, but her BKB, because she had it in her inventory and not in the backpack, does come off cooldown. She's able to use it to survive. No Satanic, though. They do get the AD kill. They are going to chase her down. She does get the blink off. Meanwhile, Nice Hugger trying to go back in with this silence, do a little bit, but his team's abandoning him. He's just going to die.
Yeah. They should ditch.
They ditch. They leave him. Puck, there's no way Yoshi is getting this kill on him. They do see the Lion, though. But no, I think it's going to be a fullback. They all get out. A breath of relief can be had from Radiant Team as they stop the push, stop Mega Creeps, and give themselves time to get their ultis back. This Tidehunter's ulti is going to be ready the next time they try to go high ground. But he bought back there. So that was like, you see he is going for this BKB, which I do like. I feel like he has to this game. I feel like it's almost required. And I'm very glad he's going, and it's going to help a lot.
Yeah, he's pretty far away.
From BKB,
I guess you mentioned because of the buyback, right?
Because of the buyback, yeah.
This TB was doing some serious damage to PA in that fight.
Yeah, he did a lot of
where-
damage. I just look at his, dude. I can't get over, like, this guy's like, he's fearless. Look at his items.
He's got the Vlads now too, right? Like if he's under Vlad's aura.
MKB Crystallis. This guy is saying, I am purely a damage dealer. I'm just gonna kill on the Mirana. You hate to see that. But this guy's just saying, like, I am hoping that they don't click a single spell on me. And I'm just gonna stand there and right click.
Yeah.
And if they don't cast a spell on him, I think Radiant wins every single team fight. But I do not think that is what's going to happen. Puck TPing back to defend this tier 2. I think it might still go down, though. Oh, just barely. No, he gets... Well, he does get the deny. Winning 1K net worth lead for Dire now. Do you not buy shard on A? Oh, okay. He put it in his quick buy. I was kind of shocked he didn't have it yet.
Yeah, I got a little unlucky with the
Oh, he's trying to greed it out, I guess.
Yeah. This is something. I guess you take these chilling touch levels. I always just get stats at this point on AA.
Yeah.
Like the stat actually does something, and the chilling touch does nothing.
Does nothing.
I guess they're waiting for Roche.
Yeah.
Oh, they see a Tormentor.
They do see a Tormentor, but this TB, man.
He's getting big.
He's getting big. This Daedalus, I'm talking about how quick he dies, but I think the same goes for whoever he's hitting. That much can be said.
Jeremy going refresher.
Very interesting. Probably not the worst. Oh my god, we do see it go in on the Storm. He's taking so much damage. He has to BKB. He's barely getting out. Is the A Blast going to kill him in the end, though? I'm not sure. They did, however, go back in onto Alex. They are going to get the kill. Tidon are broken up. PA BKB'd up, hitting her. But look how much damage she's taking from this TP. She has to back. Ulti out from the Phoenix is going to keep Dire away. But Jaybird, considering going back in, TB meta is used. I think he waited out. Maybe this gives you the opportunity to sit Roche. Oh, we are going to see it go in the mid lane, going in onto the PA. The Storm misses the silence, dodges the silence, but no hard committal happens. Hunter in the Night is down, and they still have meta for another, like, 20 seconds or so. But it's just going to be a hard back. Storm looking for Roche. Still down. Going to be down for an extra 3 minutes before...
No,
and we see it go in bot onto the Mirana. No kill. Look at this. Is that arrow gonna hit? That's a 5-second stun on King. Who used him? Phoenix?
The Phoenix.
Agent Phoenix, man. Using Kaden. Helping him out a little bit. That was a little confusing. I guess just a misclick. It happens.
I mean, Kaden, I don't think was under real threat there, right?
Yeah,
based on the heroes that were around.
He definitely wasn't a real threat, but you also definitely don't want to use a 5-second stunned hero.
I agree. Yeah, it's just bad habits.
Yeah, regardless of what would have happened. Okay, we do see a smoke from Radiant. They do not want to let this Roche go. I think this is critical. If they get this Roche on PA again, which she has the perfect slot for it right now, it's going to be so hard to play the game. This PA needs to be afraid of the TB. And she's only really afraid of this TB if he doesn't...
catch.
We see catch. They see Alex. They're going to kill him. Meanwhile, on the side, they also see the PA. PA does get BKB up. She does Satanic ulti coming in on two heroes. Jaybird trying his best to disrupt the fight. TB, he's going to be taking a lot of damage soon. He doesn't have any defensive items. He gets the Sunder, but the Lotus prevents the Sunder. The Lotus coming from the AA, I think, before he died. And on the side, they do find the Tidehunter. Now, Radiant in a full bag, trying their best to survive here. Storm, could he get this kill? No, he does not. He's going to ulti and TP out. Oh, and PA Aerial on the side gets the first hit bash on this Phoenix, desperately trying to TP out. What an engagement.
So what happened? Ozone hit like the frame perfect
that
Lotus
was like a frame perfect Lotus on the Sunder. That was an outplay. Like, that was just a skill diff. Yeah. That was crazy. And that's Roche. I literally, like, if maybe this is too much, if I'm the Storm, I try to go for this Aegis steal. If I miss it, I call GG immediately.
Like, yeah, it's hard to go for those.
I don't think you have a choice. Is like that's what I'm trying to say. That's like I feel like their game is such in a dire situation that if they don't, like, if the Storm doesn't steal Aegis, you just call it GG because it's over. It is like how I feel about the game.
Yeah, I mean they should. Dire should go high ground right now. They are
and just hit.
Fairly certain there's no meta, right?
P8, damn, dude. Ariel loves his treads. Like, he's a huge fan of treads on PA, more than Battle Fury.
It's a lot of damage to give up, right? This Battle Fury.
Battle Fury's 50 damage, and it's mana regen, which, like, mana regen's nice to have. Okay, we do see it go onto the Storm. That is a double stun from the Lion, but we do see Terribly trying to reinitiate. That is a kill on the Storm, but he buys back instantly. PA BKB down. This TB just trying to live, but the Storm is fully in. He is going onto the A, but the A gets glimmered up. Is he going to die? He is going to die. I think he did end up getting arrowed, and the PA loses Aegis. She doesn't have BKB, so this TB, if he gets the opportunity to hit her, which he does, look how much damage the TB does. 1100 crit as she tries to blink away. They're in complete just run mode. Every man for themselves, but the Storm is not going to let that happen, Jaybird. You're not going to be able to run away. Kaden trying his best to help him, but look at that heal. The Lotus. And he's dead on Jaybird. There's no way he gets out of it. Kaden might try going in on here, but Kaden, are you going to die for this kill?
Moly.
If you die for this, I don't think it's worth it. Please.
Wow.
That's very unfortunate if you're a fan of the Radiant team. Puck was able to get in, get that kill, and look how aggressive he's still playing. Look how little this Puck cares. He's going and does he... What is he doing? He's just going for the kill here. Oh my god, Alex respawn. We didn't even see. He gets the ulti.
How many daggers is he holding up?
Countless daggers,
Dude,
as we can see all over the map.
The Storf has been camping here. He's gone for this courier kill. This time, Caden was very close. Alex was respawning.
That was crazy. I feel like so many... There's so many times where it's like so close to like Radiant just nailing it. Like they were so close to having such a clean fight. Storm goes in, buys back, like zips back in. It was like well played. It was a good buyback by him. And they're just narrowly missing the crucial parts of the fight to like get that win. And now TB finishing his Bloodthorn, finished Butterfly. He is so... I'm just like thunderstruck. Like not even a satanic. Okay, they are going to try to go in on Alex. This could be a very dangerous go. He does have Butterfly. It's... I guess it is, you know, helps take him up. But they are going to commit Metamorphosis on TV. Does it work out? They kill... Where? I didn't even see him die, but we got a fight to focus on. They could go on Spark here. They're not. Where did Storm die?
Storm died in the secret shop 60 seconds ago, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Storm's still dead from the secret shop. I'm shocked they went in with this dead Storm. But I guess they were going to try to catch him by surprise, which they kind of did. But it was just a 1-for-1.
Jake69 saving us from ourselves.
Thank you. Okay, they are going to go up. Ward placed. Oh my god, the Ravage onto 2. They are going for it. Look at all this damage the PA is taking. She BKBs. Is she going to get out? No, Spark is dominating. Doing too much damage. This guy is insane. Providing all the damage for his team right now. But is he able to survive? He needs a hero to sunder. He sunders the Phoenix, but the Phoenix is too low HP. Now the Storm by himself on the front lines. He has to run away, using all of his mana just to get back to base. Meanwhile, 2 buybacks come out from Radiant. Is it enough to dissuade Dire, though? They are hanging around. Hunter in the night coming off cooldown, so I think this Night Stalker can go back in.
What is PA dying to at the end?
So she blinks away. But when she blinks away, it doesn't disjoint the TV right clicks. And those right clicks are like not in this fight, but last fight when she blinked away, she got hit by an 1100 crit by the TV. That's what killed her.
But it's
like,
the same
because
thing. She blinked away this fight, and she just
it
died,
didn't crit,
like, elsewhere.
but yeah, it didn't crit, but it did like 500 damage probably. But yeah, this TB, I've been criticizing this build, but we do see the value in it when he does all this damage to PA. PA tries to go on the high ground. TB hits her 6 times during the Ravage, and she's just dead. That's it. But we do see the other side of it, where because he doesn't have an item like Satanic or something, or BKB, when they kill this PA and try to continue the fight, it doesn't actually matter, because he just dies too. Any of the damage Dire outputs after that.
So this is actually something...
Mm-hmm.
Look what Caden's got in the quick buy.
Mjolnir? Or wait, he just bought it.
This is what they're missing against TB.
Ooh, the Revenant's Brooch.
The item of the patch, I would say.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, but Caden has this. He ate an axe, so he has the. That's what killed TB. Was the axe.
And I have to imagine with Revenant's Brooch, it's going to be. I don't know.
It's going to be so much damage.
Yeah.
He does have the no. He sold Glimmer Cape. Never mind. I was gonna say, well, he does have the Glimmer, but no, it is sold.
They've got to be maybe a little gun shy now on Dire.
I'm starting to sweat a little if I'm Dire, because if I'm this PA, I'm pretty worried. I'm thinking like, damn, like this TB is like crushing me. Like I can't realistically just hit high ground, because if I get hit by a singular stun, this TB can just kill me in 3 seconds. The issue is he does need meta, so I think they have to find a way to play around this meta. Like if there's some way the puck could go in, bait meta, they back, regroup, and then go back in. I think that's the best strategy they have, because I think Radiant is reliant on meta to provide the damage. This TV's not going to be doing the same damage on this PA without meta. And we do see a smoke come out, though, potentially going to run in the puck. Probably risky here to run into. He could get the blink out. They do see Jaybird in middle, though. This could be a little bit easier if they do get Blink Ravage on him. They're wrapping around. The Tidehunter shows himself. It's a little bit dangerous. He does blink out. They see PA. Lion going in. He does get Bloodthorn immediately. Trying to run out. They do a vision of him. These hits, they're going to be doing so much damage. Is Spark able to... Oh, that's so... That was like 3 crits in a row.
Jaybird
pinging. He's going to ulti. They want to go back in. They use everything onto the TB. Ulti comes out, but it doesn't matter, my friend. They're all BKB'd up. TB buys back instantly, but you're coming in without a meta. This is going to be dangerous. This could be very bad for Radiant. Storm hex up onto Kaden. He's taking so much damage. He barely gets his E off. Oh, and the Hex. Wait a second. The turnaround. The Storm thought he was killing the puck and dies instead for it. And the Tide, none of them have buyback.
Yeah. I mean,
what a turnaround.
The economic damage has been, like... You know, over time, just constantly this Radiant team has been buying back to win these fights, and I think now we see it's not like they're not out of gold, right? Tide 4 minutes, no buyback. Phoenix 4 minutes, no buyback. Storm 20 seconds, no buyback.
I do want to say,
seconds, no buyback.
I feel vindicated a bit by that go. I don't know if you noticed, but the TV could have BKB Sunder there. He was under the silence. He was stunned up, but was unstunned and able to press BKB if he had it, to then go for the Sunder play. And because he didn't have BKB, he's stuck there, can't do anything. And I just, like, I gotta say, like, if you're this TV, you gotta be like, damn, like, maybe this was one of those games. Because I know, listen, this is like, I know how this is a lot of players play carry, and I love to play carry like this, which is the, like, you want to try your hardest to convince yourself to not go BKB in like every game, and I do it all the time. But like sometimes you make the mistake of tricking yourself into thinking you don't have to go BKB. In a game you have to go BKB, and this is what happens. And that is going to be game. It is officially over. Dire takes that game. A little bit scary, I gotta be honest. There were a few times where I thought they were going to make the comeback, but Dire does manage to eventually close it out. I think well played to Radiant for staying in that game as long as they did. Because, I mean, Kaden had such a great game in the mid lane. PA starting with, like, first blood in the top lane. They got a double kill bot. Like, lanes went fantastic for Dire. The Storm did come back and end up on top at 10 minutes in the mid, but just by about 200 gold. Meanwhile, the PA's 5,300, Tide's 4,200. And, like, after that, they just continued farming really well. It looked really bad at around 30 minutes where the net worth was starting to get pretty bad, but they kept in it for another 24 minutes. Sometimes, like, winning fights and making it look close, but it just was not enough. I feel like they first picked this Night Stalker, and then it was like Radiant forgot he existed. Like, you first picked this Night Stalker, and then Radiant proceed to draft as if there is no Night Stalker in the game.
In the end, it looks like a last pick Night Stalker, right?
It looks like a last pick Night Stalker.
With Night Stalker.
It looks like they were just like Radiant forgot about Night Stalker and went with the last pick. But this was a first pick Night Stalker that was given like the best. You drafted as if you were like trying to make this the best Night Stalker game possible.
Yeah.
And you can't do that. Like this Night Stalker completely destroyed. Look at this Tide 2-12 on your Tide Hunter. Your tankiest hero, the hero that is supposed to frontline for you, disrupt fights, dies the most on your team. That that it's just you've got a lot of issues there if that's what's happening. You know what I mean? And so I think first and foremost, Radiant shouldn't feel too bad about that game. I think they kept it competitive up to like 24 minutes after they should have lost.
Yeah.
And I think you just have to go back, look at this draft, consider, is this Night Stalker worth leaving in? Should we pick it ourselves, or should we just try to make it a harder game?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm hoping we see. Do we have a new lobby? Can I get into it?
You have the password, right? Don't
I
say it, but
but I don't see the lobby
Don't
up.
say it.
we're streaming, bro.
5 minutes behind.
It is
It's
5
gonna be
minutes.
the
so we
same
probably get it.
password. Antemortem versus Shogunate, 6 out of 10.
You see it? I don't. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. I got us. Are you just gonna watch my stream, or do you want to come in game?
No, I'll watch.
Okay.
Pardon me, I'm eating a clementine. Do you think they should have gone like sneaky, like should this Tide like have built a 4-staff? Should the Terrorblade have built a Hurricane Pike to like try to like limit the impact of the Night Stalker?
I've talked about what this TV should have bought too many times. I
Okay,
think
fair.
and listen, I could be wrong. And I think there are times where his build shined, and so I don't want to be too critical of it because I think there were important moments where he just obliterated this PA, and that was like a massive help. But like no defensive items on Terrorblade. The only defensive item you have is a Glimmer Cape, which you only have for like not even that long. It like I feel like the Glimmer Cape didn't really do much. It just wasn't very effective. I think what needed to happen was this Tide needed to have a better early game. I think if this Tide hits his timings earlier, is able to get a BKB, like I think that's what he needed. I think he went the right build. I think he needed this BKB way earlier. He ended up getting a BKB like I guess we could check. It was so late. And like this is not what you want to see. Like you want to see Tide Hunter getting like a faster BKB so that he's less affected by this Night Stalker, but he gets BKB at 49 minutes 51 seconds, pretty much 50 minutes. 4 minutes before the game ends, this guy finishes BKB.
Yep.
Like that's what I'm saying. Is like I think the Tide Hunter was fine on items. It was just how the laning stage went that kind of screwed him over.
Oh my
He
god,
needed
he
a
was
much better
so
laning
poor.
stage. It was not a good game for this Tide. He
Poor guy.
skilled. You weren't there, but he skilled Gush level 1 and ended up
He was fine.
dying.
I mean, Gush level 1's fine.
You think it's
They
fine?
normally
Yeah.
don't though, right? Like these
Oh.
days, normally they'll go like just the tanky spells in lane.
No,
Yeah, huh?
not last
All right,
time.
let's fact check it.
Like I'm a Gush level 1 believer, but
Wait.
I thought it had fallen out of fashion.
There's, I see about 70, maybe 80% are Anchor Smash, and about 20% are Gush first. Is what I would say if I had to guess.
Yeah, I think it's mostly situational.
Maybe it's 70-30 Anchor Smash Gush. I think it would have been good with the Mirana, but I think what unfortunately you missed, Henry, was this Mirana was not present for like the first 45 seconds. It was the 2v1 with Gush. And so he ended up just getting gone on and die.
Yeah. I mean, that's.
And I think that's what caused the big issue.
Did he pre-skill Gush?
I don't
Did he use it to get a
remember
kill or something?
No.
I
mean,
no. There was no kill. He got first blooded.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. Like it helps you in lane if, like you can like if you have a ranged.
Yeah, I feel like with the Mirana, Gush first is probably pretty good. But the issue, like the Mirana wasn't there. He ended up dying alone, and then this PA ends up winning the lane.
mean, I think I've said this before, but if your support isn't there in any lane that has a support isn't there at the start when the lane in this meet, the lane has I would say shifted like 30% to 40% in the favor of another team. And the team where if both supports are there, or sorry, both players are there. Like I think it's
100%.
that drastic. Unless you do weird things like the pros do, where they like creep cut and drag. But that's like the exception.
Yeah.
If you're not doing that and you're not there, you actually just instantly make the game like your lane. You just lose. Pretty much.
But even when they're creep cutting and dragging, they're like there for the first 15 seconds, right? Of the creeps hitting one another, and then they
Yeah,
like
you should
sneak
be.
off.
But I think like even if you're not there and you drag the second wave, you could even out the effects of that first wave.
Yeah.
As long as your core doesn't die. But it's really easy just to die.
Okay, so
on the core as
ANTEMORTEM
well.
do ban the Night Stalker this time. They're not gonna let Dire get a free game on a hero like that again.
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
And I think ANTEMORTEM took. Did they say they wanted Radiant? Yeah, they took Radiant.
I was curious about who's picking what because
they said we want Radiant in the chat, so I assume.
So maybe in the first one, maybe Ozone took first pick in game 1.
They just first picked Tinker.
This is very common in the pros scene right now.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They just play plus five Tinker.
Damn.
All
right,
to
well,
I
the
didn't know
point
this.
where
But March heals.
Yeah, one of the is that a fast? That's a facet, right?
It's a facet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the combination of the March heals plus the barrier.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they're gonna like rework barriers.
The barriers are so
like
good.
Valve. Like and just make it pre-reduction, you know?
They're just so good.
I mean they would be really bad.
Well, they'd be worse. Yeah, they'd be worse, but then they could increase the numbers. But right now, like Gale Guard right now is like 250 HP barrier. And it's like incredible, right? Like
I
people
think
have it at 35 minutes.
I don't use Gale Guard that much.
Okay, well,
I
like, a
think
lot of the pros use Gale Guard.
No, I do think it's very good. But I think it's also just very good because of like the rest of the kit that it gives.
Yeah, this is true. But like if you think about like the things that give barrier right now, right? It's like Glimmer Cape, Solar Crest, Tinker, CM.
I would say that like almost everything is like balanced except Glimmer, but the reason Glimmer is broken is because they have this.
So you think that Tinker barrier is balanced right now?
Tinker barrier is like different though, right? I would say. It's not really like a conventional barrier because it has like a 0-second cooldown.
Tinker barrier is crazy.
But the reason it's good is because it just has no cooldown, right? Like if you
it also gives you status resistance, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean the 30% status resist.
But like if it
and it gives you a basic dispel on cast.
Yeah.
Wait, is that true? I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, it gives you a basic dispel on cast.
It does a lot more than the barrier, I guess is my point. And it has like whatever the time it takes for him to rearm cooldown.
5 seconds.
Well, Zeus Clockwork, they picked as if this was a Tinker mid, so I wonder if they know.
Interesting.
Yeah, I am kind of interested by the Zeus Clock.
So Tinker. So I'd like to see a stun out of Dire this pick. Just so they don't fall too far behind and have to like play catch up the next 3 picks.
I'm wondering, is it going to be the Alex Nyx?
Could be the Alex Nyx.
I
The
told
Shogunate
him
set
to
into
give his
Zeus.
team 3 heroes he wanted to play, and I know Clock was one, and I know Nyx was another one. I don't know what the third one was.
It could be you can play Marcy.
Ooh, it was Marcy. I think was the third one.
Honestly, the line was pretty good, but
Line was pretty good. Let's
Shaker.
go. That's what I like to see. That's a nice little flex too. I feel like Kanan plays it, right? I feel like I swear I've seen Kanan play it.
Caden has played it, yeah.
Yeah. So it could be a Kaden Shaker as well. And the DK, it is immediately not the Kaden Shaker.
This could be a safe lane DK as
Yeah.
well.
Is it played safely?
I've seen
Yeah.
Jarvis play it.
Okay.
Skitter. I think Skitter plays it.
Yeah, but
10 seconds.
I thought Skitter played it like a while ago.
No, I think no. They've been playing it.
5
They
seconds.
played today?
I don't know about today.
I know he
They've been.
played Gyro one game.
I think a couple of like the top teams have been playing it.
Gary.
Yeah, Gary.
Okay.
In addition to mid, I think it's best as mid. And what you should see and what I hope to see out of Dire is if they play it mid,
He
both
gets the poison.
supports are just like see ya at 6 minutes and just run mid
And go for the mid tower.
I
and
don't
go for the
actually,
mid tower.
I don't actually know if I believe that in these lower more games, by the way.
Pudge?
Okay.
Because, and I'll tell you why. I feel like sometimes mid gets this really weird stalemate in low MMRs, or like
The mid
where
lane
like
stare down
yeah, where it's like a 3v3 mid lane and nothing happens.
and nothing
Well, but
happens.
so
DK,
But the
that's what
point is
happens in
like
the
DK
that's what
ult.
happens in the pro games too.
okay,
Except
but
the DK is ulted and there's a catapult, right?
Yeah.
right, I understand, but like
Okay.
DK, I don't know if they can pull that off at this level. And
Okay,
I'm
think
seeing
they can.
That's
DK
fair.
will just take it by himself.
I think
Okay.
I
I don't
think
wanna
they'll
do it.
know. I think the Shaker Alex is gonna come mid for the rune anyway. And I think he's gonna come mid at 6 minutes when Kane has ulti, and I think they're gonna try to get a kill, and if they don't get a kill, they're gonna go for the tower. And I think Radiant might TP one hero, might not TP a single hero.
Like that's classically what I would say goes on and DK gives at our level. Is that like DK
I mean, look
just
at
like
these
can take the
picks.
tower like sub 10 minutes just by himself very easily.
Yeah. And I
Oh.
agree that like against like at lower MMR, you can lose tower to DK like through like negligence, right? Through like, oh man, I wasn't looking at DK took my tower.
Yeah.
But I'll just say that also in these pro games, like he just the team is fully prepared for it and he just takes the tower anyways. With with a perfect like keeps the catapult alive until the 6-minute rune, grabs the 6-minute rune, ults, and brings both supports. And it like you need a lot. Yeah,
That's good
you need
theory.
like
I would say that's good theory, right?
Yeah,
That's good theory, and if you get executed, it's good. But so that's the type of thing you would go in like thinking about. But if you're kind of just like, all right, let's play for this mid tower at 6 minutes, you might not be able to execute it.
yeah, like everybody needs to know what's happening, right? The safe lane and the off lane need to play for the fact that the supports are about to leave the lane. The supports need to leave the lane early. They need to have enough resources at like 5:30, 5:40 when they leave the lane, such that they're useful. Like one of them needs to have a ward so they don't die like on the way to the runes. So it's hard. But if you can achieve it, it's pretty huge.
Yeah. Buchanan's just gonna win his lane anyway, so.
Slardar. We've also seen a lot of mid Slardars. Dude, the flex. The absolute sheer flex of it all.
5 seconds.
I don't think Kane's playing mid starter.
Earthshaker
Nah,
mid.
this is Jaybird Slardar. It's DK mid, Slardar Shaker off, which doesn't sound particularly good.
Does not sound particularly good.
Tinker 5. I'm more interested in what the hell Radiant's doing.
I think this is a core punch.
A Cudge.
Harry Pudge,
It's a
mid
Cudge.
Zeus,
All right.
4 Clock, 5 Ricky,
I think it's more likely to be mid Pudge.
mid Pudge, carry Ricky.
Yeah. 5 Zeus,
5
4 clock.
Zeus, 4 clock. Okay.
Though they disagree with me, they're banning carries.
They are banning carries. Maybe they know some we don't.
Maybe they know some, yeah, like the something about the hero preferences.
Yep.
Like maybe there's a Pudge spammer and a Ricky spammer.
They do. They Kaden mentioned doing draft prep before this game, so I'm sure they know some. We'll find out if they were right.
I mean, this is a must-win game, right? Like they have to win the series to have a chance.
It's not must win, but it's very important that
It's
they
on
win
the
this
edge.
game.
They're currently ninth place.
They're teetering the edge. If they get a 2-0 here, it is huge. If they get a 1-1, they pretty much have to 2-0 next week. And even
if they get a 1-1 this week, then there's a world in which they 2-0 next week and don't make playoffs.
yeah. So they may need to 2-0 here. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say if you're on that edge, it's like basically a must-win.
Basically, yeah. If you're on the edge, you really don't want to put it up to chance like that. You want to win this game. These heroes, man, are they just gonna Timbersaw or some shit?
Dude.
Like, do you just insta-lock Timber?
Wait, so let's... Okay, so this is
So now it
DK.
has to be
safe lane
Slardar
DK.
mid, safe lane
Slardar
DK,
Yeah.
Gristle, Earthshaker offlane, Tinker 5, and on Radiant, Zeus 5, Ricky 1, Pudge mid, Clock 4, and so they're picking their 3 here is what we think. There's no way their support duo is Ricky Clock, right?
Cave Johnson here. What are we doing here? No, great. All right, get your finger
What the
on
fuck do I know?
Let's get this over with.
I
That's
forgot.
a really good OD pick, actually.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
Like 2 of the quote-unquote unkillable heroes on the Dire team.
Spark was their carry.
Yeah, this is a carry OD.
Carry OD. Yoshi was their Tide Hunter. So offlane Pudge. And then I think Spyroar was their Storm, right? Harmony
I
was
thought it
their
was
Form.
like Evo was their Storm. I think this is a mid Ricky.
Oh my god. Is it mid Ricky?
Alright. They haven't selected their core rules, by the way, on Dire.
They got no clue with this draft. They went off the rails. Alex asked for Earthshaker, and then I think they had no clue what to do after that.
5 seconds.
Like this DK pick came in, they had no clue where it was going. The Slardar pick came in, they had no idea where it was going.
I mean, okay, these are the...
Wait, you don't go Frost Dragon though, right?
You do.
You do?
On carry, I think it's mostly Red Dragon still.
I've seen in the tournament they were playing Frost Dragon.
Okay.
They were doing Frost
Like
Dragon.
not consistently, but some.
I thought the acid one was crazy.
The
No,
acid
I think they're
one.
all...
So they could have gotten the acid one here. They would have had, like, frankly, an amazing minus armor strat. Like, look at the minus armor coming out of the Dire lineup.
I mean, you're almost definitely in the negatives on Radiant.
Like, you're probably outputting, like, at minute 20, you're probably outputting, like, minus 40 armor if you have Corrosive Dragon. But you do see a lot of Frost armor, especially... I mean, they don't really lack things. They don't really lack control on
so much control on Dire.
On Dire, so maybe they didn't need the slow.
Well, he did stick to Frost Dragon. We'll see if it was the right choice or not.
But okay, let's
you get a farm on all the heroes, so on all the dragons, yeah.
Let's talk about the lanes. I expect. Ooh, there's a.
This guy's a Grandmaster Ricky.
Dude, he said the same thing.
Okay, it is a mid Ricky.
It is mid Ricky.
Mid Ricky versus mid Slardar. Surely, that's not good for Ricky.
You'd have to imagine.
I'm imagining it right now, and it's not good.
Let me check though. Does Ricky still have like absurd regen level 1?
He has.
He's got tower. Regen?
So yeah, 4.6 regen and 5 armor is pretty good. And he could just spam nulls, I think. He's not like a bottle hero. So he could probably just not null, Wraithband. He could probably go like
Yeah.
double Wraith Treads or something. I'm interested to see how this carry OD goes.
I mean, this is an insane OD game, right? It
It's
shreds both
insane OD
Bristle
game,
and DK.
It's an odd hero, I think, to be played right now, right? Or am I wrong? Has it been picked at all?
It's been picked mid.
Wait, Banach going up alone. This could be dangerous, but Radiant's already all the way down, and they got the setup for the hook. Brother, are you playing on ping, big guy? Okay,
That's
we
on the
do
Zeus,
see
right? That's just on the
potential
Zeus.
go.
That's on the Zeus.
That was kind of on the Zeus, but
if that was you,
He-
you would
he
not
was
be
like-
thinking.
I would have hit that.
No,
Alright,
you would
keep
hit
your
your.
eye
You would have hit your
No,
Zeus.
because the Zeus got in the way after he should have already thrown the hook. The
But, like-
ODW lasts like half a second at the first level. It's very short. Okay, we do see it go in bottom though. They're getting 2 goos up on this. Oh, he's gonna TP out just barely.
It's not a good TP at all.
You throw.
Oh no, he TP to the tower.
You throw the hook out way earlier than when he threw the hook out. Like the hook was supposed to already be like hitting this guy.
The timing's not
before.
perfect, but there's
Zeus did
like there's no
breathe
reason that the
fire.
Zeus should ever be there.
There, yeah. Okay, you got me there, but that was a guaranteed hook.
Ozone? Why are you marching this wave?
Where?
Is he just spamming March?
You just march the wave top.
Maybe listen. I can't say
I mean,
anything
this
about
isn't
this
too bad,
tinker.
right?
I've never
This
seen
EQ is even,
Tinker
right?
5. I'm sure this lane is even. I don't think this DK really cares too much.
All right, so this is really important. I know Ozone has had some issues.
Mhm.
I think it was like last match where he was like body blocking the hard camp. So here, if he body blocks the hard camp in the wrong way, he will just die against Clockwork Pudge.
Yeah.
But on Dire, you can cut trees on the north side of the camp and just stand in the trees to body block the
We
camp.
do see it go in the top lane. March coming down and the blood grenade. Look how much damage he's
Wow.
taking from the March.
I mean, that
Tries
was
to run away but dies.
that was a level 1 clocker who face checked a wave and 2 level 2 heroes.
That was a unforced error for sure. Damn. We see Alex coming in for the level 2 room. Or, I mean, the 2-minute room.
That's insane.
But the Zeus is there this... And wait a second. No way. Wait, Alex, surely you go back to base, my friend. No. Eats one of his iron branches. Takes the clarity, and he's coming back to lane.
Up.
Up.
Nah.
Another go,
Yeah,
potentially?
no, for real.
I mean, this Pudge just hitting this DK. They want to get this kill. Is it going to be enough, though? I think the hook just got missed. Oh, but at least on the side, they do get the Lotus. That was a oh my, wait. This guy's jukes are nasty. Look at this Ricky walking back to base, man. That's brutal. He did go bottom.
Top.
Oh my god, in the top lane, I miss it. These guys are being shockingly aggressive.
They hooked. Oh, Ricky TP'd? Just dude, run away. Run away.
But
Jeremy,
I would have gone that last hit.
He's level 4.
What's this guy gonna do? He's a bottle. He doesn't even have a Wraith
Are they
Band or like
changing? No, okay.
an Orb of Frost.
Dude, they tagged him out mid. It's like, I think Pudge
This
might
is
be-
not better for the Pudge.
Wait.
I'm gonna be honest.
But
I
he
don't
wasn't
think
even
this is
losing
better.
lane.
Looks like Radiant's courier just kicked it.
Neither of these lanes were losing. Why'd they swap
I'm
lanes?
so confused.
And he has a bottle.
Like I think Radiant's crumbling. Like I'm shocked by this change. I think it was unnecessary. Ricky committed to mid by buying bottle. Like if he had the Wraith bands, maybe you could justify it a little bit more.
Dead man, no.
But like, not only is that an issue, but it's also Hutch doesn't want to play against Slardar, man.
But this is down a level as well. I mean, now it's 2. Wait, but the lane wasn't even that bad for Ricky, right? Like, they were even CS.
Yeah.
Like 5 more denies for Slardar, but even CS, and he was full resources, had bottle. It feels really crazy that they soft lanes.
I'm very shocked. We'll see how it goes. Banach going into bot. Is he gonna try to do something here? They might try to get a dive. Oh, he just takes the thing. They spot him. I wonder what he's doing.
I think Jeremy's dead. I think Ozone's been gone from this lane for a long time, by the way, top.
And
Jeremy's trying to
oh my god,
it.
he is dead. Ozone. He came bot, but he doesn't really provide anything. He's not like the hero you want to be here to like go get a kill with, because he's a tinker. Like he's not gonna stun anyone, he's not even gonna slow anyone. And look at this mid. We see the Ricky and the Pudge in the mid lane doing some damage to Caden. I think he might get hooked here. I think he might die. No, he's going to get a kill first, but he does die later. But, I mean, I can't make heads or tails of this game right now. The Ricky coming back to the mid lane after getting that kill does manage to get a kill, but the Pudge dies for it. Is that even worth it? I don't know. I mean, surely not. Caden gets a solo kill plus solo XP, but meanwhile, in the bot lane, we just miss it. Jaybird dying to Spark. We talked about this OD. I think last game we said that game was all up to Jaybird on the Night Stalker. I think this game it might be all up to Spark. I think Spark has to have an absolutely incredible game, otherwise it's impossible for his team. I think all this Ricky needs to do potentially is just provide a lot of utility. Like if his teammates can provide lockdown, utility, silences, if they can bait spells to let Spark have a good game, I think it's very winnable for Radiant. I think this OD can absolutely crush, but if his team's not having good games, if they're getting owned, if they're not casting spells to the best of their abilities, I could easily see this OD get overwhelmed by
oh my god, he has the fucking dung beetle.
That's a great taunt. Like they have so many stuns on Dire, they have a lot of initiation. It's very tricky to survive as this OD, for sure.
I mean, like what items do you need on OD to feel powerful? I feel like this hero is super slow to come online right now.
I know.
Like you need
I feel like right clicker you go Pike.
Witchblade.
I'm surprised he's going Witchblade. I would have gone
I think you do
Witchblade first.
Yeah.
Oh, we do see a go on to Spark though in the bot lane. Jaybird getting stacks up on him. He doesn't have Astral Imprisonment yet for several seconds. He's getting oh my god, he is a -5 armor right now. Alex coming in for the last hit. He gets stunned up before he gets it. Jaybird with the final hit to the kill, and now a double kill. Ricky coming in on the side. They see that he TP'd. I mean, Ricky he could just get a quick kill. I think he gets a quick kill on Alex, and then they have no vision for him. But oh, he's just gonna go on Jaybird. We'll see how this goes in a second.
A lot of damage, actually.
A lot of damage, but Alex with a great fissure stopping this go.
OD TP mid now.
OD is now the mid laner, which probably, if we're being honest, should have been.
Wait, why wasn't this your original? You know?
Probably should have been the original. Your OD mids against Slardar.
OD versus Slardars.
Right,
probably what you should have done.
Right now, I've tilted that my Tinker's jungling while I'm in the lane.
This is probably the worst thing that can happen. He's not dying even on this. Yeah, like. And bot, they get. They're okay. I don't know what's going on in this game.
Yeah,
I've never
there's no,
felt
like,
more clueless casting a game. I'm looking top. Jeremy's solo in his lane. He was doing so well. Now he's getting ignored by his Tinker who's jungling. And then I look bot, and it's like I think this guy's fine, but then they get another kill. Odie's mid. He's
There was no
bot.
HP, right? This.
Yeah. So
Oh,
much is going.
oh,
Oh my.
oh,
Oh.
oh.
You tip him after that, right?
He lost 100% of his mana there.
I'm like begging my team. I'm like, please, can we all tip him? I know you guys have no idea what this in reference to, but please, can we all tip him?
I would tip my person back.
Oh my god, that was nasty.
That was well done.
I think that's the most I've ever seen in one.
That was like 5.
In one that was like 5. Okay, we do see Shaker level 5 coming to the mid lane. I think they want the tower, want the rune. They're gonna secure it for Caden here. Odie's not gonna be able to stop him. Can we talk, dude? Shaker level 5 at 10 minutes? That is not what you want to see.
No, that's normal. That's normal for support.
Is that normal?
Normal support, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He usually gets level 6 between like 10 and 12.
Yeah.
We could see a go here in the mid lane. Slaughter, though, got other plans. Heading top, he is smoked up. Has this DD. Gonna run into the Zeus. Is he gonna settle for the Zeus? I think he might. Gets the stun up. Zeus is gonna get the roar away, but...
Would be the fade away kill. Dive. If they don't dive...
Oh, and he's slowed. The Frost Dragon slowing this guy up.
Only when he's in Elder Dragon form, right?
Dragon Knight has slow and healing reduction effects on his attacks that
they
get
get
stronger.
If you're playing with a DK,
This
if
OD
you're playing with a
is
DK
cooking.
in lane, surely you're just stacking this ancient clamp that's like 5-second walk from lane, right? Every single minute.
Dude, I can't keep up. A kill bottom, a kill mid, a kill top. Now potentially another kill onto Jaybird in the bot lane. Odie TPing in. Pudge looking for the hook.
Oh!
He lands it from downtown, securing the kill. That's a big kill for Spark. That was like a level, maybe half a level, and like 300 gold.
Jeremy, you gotta tank. I think Jeremy was supposed to tank for his catapult a little bit.
Uh-oh, we see a team TP coming in. Clockwork. No-go is going to be made. They just used the Fortify.
I would say you want to commit an ulti on the safe lane tower with allies there. Probably
Yeah,
not.
he should really TP, but look in the mid lane. Ricky has finished his defusal.
Oh!
The hook out. Oh. That was... This game is crazy.
Pudge hooking a player. Name a better combo.
I thought... That's the classic. I do that so much. Ricky's fault for not getting out of the way. You know what I'm saying?
Hook. That's such a shameless hook, actually.
Actually,
the only thing that you get is like, to kill steal. Like that's the only.
Pudge played perfectly. There was nothing else, you know.
Like if they lost
bot,
that kill,
bot?
Radiant.
Look bot. Okay, looking bot. Odie is getting gone on. Alex coming around the side. He does have Echo. He's gonna
oh my god, this armor.
Echo. Wait.
This armor.
Okay, he doesn't Echo, but wait. Now he's taking so
silence.
much damage. It doesn't matter. He gets out of the silence. He gets the Echo off. He stops the ulti from Pudge. He's now going for the Zeus. He gets the damage, but on the side we do see. Wait, the Clockwork coming in. Ricky does die, but on the side, Clockwork comes in, stopping the Shaker from being able to get this kill. He goes down. Slardar manages to get a kill on the side, but they do get the OD. I have to say, a huge kill, but this Ricky's starting to catch up. Like, I saw this Ricky make this rotation. I thought his game was over. But he is 5,800 net worth, almost up to this Slardar. Kind of shocked how well it's gone for him.
Yeah, I mean, Caden's died, right? He's died twice.
Yeah. Oh, wait, and look top.
Oh, Odie's dead again. This is
OD.
really bad for his game.
Shaker coming in. I think he's about to get...
One hit?
Oh, no.
One
Ooh.
hit? 0 hits? They're all TPing their heroes in.
He gets away. That was
We're going on the
scary.
DK's dead now.
Oh, but DK getting gone on. He gets silenced. Clockwork coming in. The fissure does come out, but it doesn't stop Clockwork, and it definitely doesn't stop this Ricky either. Blinks over. Alex, meanwhile, trying to juke, but he gets shown out. But wait, on the side, bot lane, Jaybird gets Spyroar.
This is a action.
Caden, wait, Caden. I don't know if you can save the Shaker. He does get a courier kill, but yeah, he's just going to back. Wait, hook shot.
Wait, this is
could be looking for it. He does get it.
Barrier.
Barriers. Oh, what? Oh, did he have vision?
He was killing the Watcher, right?
Oh, I thought he was TPing out. That is crazy, but Caden's way too fast. But Banach dies. So, I mean, they're just getting so many kills on Radiant. Like, they're coming back through all of these kills. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, wait, is Jaybird gonna die solo to the Zeus?
Did he take too much damage from tower or something?
Be in pause? Question mark? Toxic.
Can you look at the combat log?
Combat log? How do I look at combat log? Tell me
Top
what.
right. Press the
Top right.
triple down arrow.
Press what?
The triple arrow. Like the triple line, sorry.
This?
At the very top.
Oh, this.
Yeah, scoreboard. Okay, and then yep. Go to a target bristleback. Alright. Tower hits bristleback, tower hits bristleback, tower hits bristleback. Hold on. I should keep us going. Tower hits bristleback, tower hits bristleback. Dude, he took like how many hits is that? 1, 2, and then if you scroll up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It took 15 hits from tower. It's probably a little bit too much.
Dude, and some of these tower hits bristle for 61 damage. Jeez.
I mean, yeah, I mean if it's like 50 damage average, he took 800 damage from towers. Like that's just not like what was he doing? He just hitting towers 0 creeps, I guess.
That is crazy.
That's
how do I get rid of this? Wait.
You just this X top right.
Oh, we do see go in on the Zeus.
Oh wow.
Days for it in the end, and they do get the bot tower.
I really wish Jeremy made a rotation to this bot.
Good timing as well. 15 minutes.
Well, but he can't, right? Or maybe not.
What do you mean he can't? He's a DK.
They need to prep for this tournament.
He was the poorest core in the game until just now.
He's a DK though.
They need to prep for this tournament. Is what like you get this bot tower, you need to have heroes ready to take this thing. Like I'm very concerned that they're kind of just floating around right now. God, mana drought is crazy.
Draft.
Both are correct.
Draft is more correct.
Well, drought, you would say.
Pronounced draft.
It's also pronounced drought.
We say drought in America, so I'm sticking
It's
with
definitely
that.
not drought.
Like you would walk into a fucking bar and say, "Get me a draught." You think that people would understand?
I would walk into a bar and say, "Give me a draft," but in my head, I would be spelling it D-R-A-F-T.
Okay, wait. In the top lane, they are going to make a defense on this tower.
Oh my God.
They're draining so much.
Oh
This
my
guy is a
God.
menace.
Okay,
Blinks in, but the perfect timing. Does not get stunned. That was an incredible Astro imprisonment by Spark playing out of his mind this game.
Weird.
And oh wait, the hook shot though onto Jaybird. This is so bad.
Like
He doesn't have the magic resist yet. He is built to be right click. He is not built for all this magic damage, and he's going to die and be left behind. Meanwhile, though, Ricky on the side disrupting them. This DK has no mana, no HP. He's gonna die for it, but the Clockwork running gets 3. Are they able to fight this? I don't know. It is looking scary. Clockwork Tinker getting hooked back in. DK, meanwhile, on the side, he's getting healed up. God, look at how much health he's actually here. Caden, too far, taking so much damage. The ulti comes out, he's gonna die. Banach dies, and look at this. Oh, look. Another death. And wait, is this a team wipe?
That's a team wipe.
Dire just like I don't know, man. I feel like shouldn't this Bristle have some magic resist item? Like, should this Bristle have Glimmer Cape? Did you
I mean,
see how much magic damage he was taking?
I used to say this all the time, but like at some point you just have to give up this tier 1 tower.
Yeah.
And in general, I really hate.
And they should have traded it for
heroes
the.
for tier 1.
They should have traded the tier 1 for the Torment.
Oh, I mean, they have DK Slaughter. Like this Tormentor will just die at like to those 2 heroes at any point. Or
Like I really want to see that
individually.
happen as soon as possible. Like it
I think they're
really
gonna
needs to
figure it out.
happen.
But I mean, the biggest
I'm very
mistake is,
worried.
like, TPing to defend this tier 1 tower is like never works out.
Yeah.
Especially like mentally, like they all TP, so mentally they feel like they have to get something, right?
Yeah.
So they
And
start to chase. They chase through vision.
Yeah.
Radiant gets to pick the
Bristleback gets
fight.
cooked.
Yeah.
I'm worried about
But
this
also, like,
DK's farm too. Like I feel like he hasn't been farming that well.
Kaden's currently on like the no pussy fucking mindset where he hasn't backed off until he died a single time this game.
Yeah.
Like no reason to chase that Conqueror, right?
Yeah.
To get split up like that, he ran into. A
Okay,
3v1.
they are moving to the Tormentor. They're finally gonna
This is
take
the
it.
easiest Tormentor ever. Watch how close his size. Let's get the stacks going. Okay. Well, they're not gonna get the stack going, but either way. Like, they can
Either
do it.
way, even without the stacks, that was like a 0 damage kill.
Oh, taking stacks on DK feels bad, man.
I'm worried. If I'm a Dire fan for sure.
I don't think it's that bad, but I do think it gets this. I mean, OD is really rich. It's scary
And
when the
look
best
at-
hero in the game is the richest hero in the game, but they have stuns. I think anything is possible with stuns.
Look how poor Alex is too. That's what I'm worried about as well. Is I feel like he's like 600 gold away from his blink, and he's not getting this blink till like 23 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he'll get it soon. Do Shakers actually max heal on support?
No clue.
That's surprising too.
This guy's play like I feel like this Odie's played well, this Ricky's played well. Oh, they are going top though. Pudge is ready for it. He gets the hook on the Slaughter. He's gonna be taking so much damage from this Odie. They are not ready to take these fights, but they're trying to take them anyway. The Pudge too tanky to kill. Meanwhile, on the side, the DK died to Spyroar. On the side is. I think they're panicked. Like now, this game is crazy. I feel like I can't tell what's going on in it. Like I thought Radiant were just crumbling. Like the lane switches weren't going well. It seemed like they had no idea what they wanted to do. And then Dire starts trying to take all these early game fights, but this OD outputs so much damage. This Slardar needs like why is nobody am I crazy? Do these heroes not need BKB to be able to take these fights? They need magic resistance, they need BKB, they need to tank up. They're not able to fight right now. Your Bristleback is going a Lotus Orb. I don't even know what that's for. Like,
I feel like if you're, so yeah, okay, if you're Caden and your damage comes from right-clicking people and you're facing a Ricky, you need BKB, right?
yeah, you need BKB not just for that, but look at what Radiant's damage comes from. It's so much of it is magic.
Yeah.
I guess does Arcane Orb go through BKB?
It's pure.
But are you
Pierce's deep
able
up
to
community? No.
It doesn't. So you can't get queued by this OD. And so you have 9 seconds, at least at the start, where this OD can't be doing 500 damage to you every single hit. And sometimes that's all you need to get a good fight going. Is you get in, you get the stuns, you're able to start something. But like they're constantly doing these fights. Kaden needs time to farm. They're gonna go mid. Is it going to pay off? Huge Echo Slam. He does get the blink there, but the silence, it's not enough. This Pudge is too tanky. The Ricky Cloud doing so much, going in, getting 1 kill, about to get another kill on Jaber. Kaden just has to back.
Lafnir, why was that AoE so big? Is it?
It's
Potion
a
radius,
it's a
level 10 talent.
Yeah.
He should get a Glafnir.
I mean, if I'm like Dire, I'm like, we have to split and farm. Like, we can't do things without our BKB.
Yeah.
And like, but things just keep getting worse and worse. Like you keep taking these fights, and it's becoming more of an issue. Like it's the issue is just getting worse and worse. Like, oh, and now he's getting caught again. And this might be a hook shot from Clock. Oh, it's 6-second cooldown. I mean, Radiant has turned into a completely different. They're ready to play this game. I'm trying to figure out what Dire can do, and I just feel like this play style that Dire's doing has to change. Like they have to play more reserved. They need to get key items. This DK probably needs a BKB. I imagine he's not going for it. Weaver's Bristle's dead in the mid lane. Like you just have to give stuff like this up, split around farm. Try your best to just stabilize, get the BKBs you need, and then find a fight. It is looking very bad. I mean, Caden's at least getting close. We got that. Bristleback still going for this Lotus Orb. It's scaring me. Shaker managed to get his Blink Dagger. He's going BKB next. DK's got SNY. It looks like he's going BKB as well. I think there will be a time to fight, but look at what look at what this OD has on Courier. If they had any hopes of jumping him and initiating and killing him off the start, it is doused with this item. Ags on the Courier for him, and they're going to see Caden. Gets the blink out. Oh, and I missed it. A kill on Alex. Radiant's unstoppable this game. Like, and this OD's like such a hard counter to some of these heroes.
Yeah.
I really don't think like you got to try for these BKBs, but like this guy is buying smart items this game, like really smart items. He got the Hurricane Pike, he got the Ags. I feel like the hope of Dire was to find this OD, jump him, kill him as the first hero, and then you're probably good. But I mean, he's got this Axe now. If you jump him, you have to be able to go through like 5,000 HP.
Dude, I've never seen this Axe before. This is insane.
What, ODs?
Yeah.
You've never seen it? You've definitely played versus it.
You have to have played versus.
It's been in the game for like 3 years.
It's insane.
I just hit him and he doesn't die, and I don't know why.
Oh.
It's because of this. It's insane.
Dude, sometimes I hit him and he dies, and sometimes I hit him and he doesn't die, and I'm not.
When OD gets his item, it feels like he's
yeah, he consumes of all his mana to create an all damage barrier.
It generally feels impossible to kill him.
Hook. Wait, what?
Hooked his own. Yeah.
Hook 2 feet forward.
This is starting to feel like an insurmountable lead for.
Oh yeah, this is starting to feel impossible. This stuff they're doing now of like this Bristol farming the sides, like right here, the DK, you know, farming it like feels like they're farming too late at this point. They tried to fight way too much, and now that's the freest Roche of all time for Radiant. And Caden finally finishes his BKB. So at least for this next fight, he will have it. But look, Aegis on Ricky, Ags on this OD. If you want to kill one of these heroes, you have to kill them twice, pretty much. 2 of their heroes you have to kill twice. Oh no.
I mean, it's fine. I feel like Tigger's allowed to die. The global, or like the, yeah, it's gonna get TP'd on for that.
Oh no. No way, no way, no way, no way.
Oh.
The hands were up.
Dude, the
hands were up. Zeus was casting Lightning Bolt too. Oh my god. That made so much space. That made so much fucking space. They have to run all the way back mid now.
Like, the biggest problem in this game is actually just this Ricky, right? Like, it's
Ricky's a huge issue for sure.
Planting the Q, and then like none of these heroes can do anything at Ricky Cloud.
Yeah, it's a massive issue. I think the other issue is like their heroes are so tanky on Radiant. Like Ricky, I'm saying just because of the ages, but like it's so hard. Like Dyer wants to find a pick off. They want to go in, stun someone. He can't do anything until they burst him down. But that's just not how it's gonna work. And now you hit these. You hit these. That was too early.
Chase is like, this is free. You see the you see the.
How come we don't have 2,000 Pudge games? Do you know that every minuscule in and out of hook?
I mean, it's. They just look at the timer and tick down, right?
It's okay. It doesn't matter. This
No,
guy
we had another hook speed.
cooking this game. Hook speed.
I don't have 2,000 games. I could.
Okay, we do see it go in the mid lane onto this DK, but he's just scaring him. Look how terrified they are. Clockwork, wait, does die though. On the side, he's gonna die in exchange to this Ricky. Kaden, holy, 50 HP, barely gets a TP out. Ozone coming in here to potentially feed a kill, but no, they are going top. What a hook on the Jaybird. I think he hit it that time.
It was
Astral. It was Astral.
It was Astral? Okay, so he got it. Listen,
he learned
this guy doesn't miss it twice.
It's third time, but
this guy doesn't miss it 3 times.
No one makes Yoshi.
You see that OD just like 3-shot the bristle?
That's what OD does.
OD's actively more than double this bristle's net worth.
He's literally, that's crazy.
Arcane Orb, 500 pure damage. Arcane Orb, 300 pure damage. Arcane Orb, 600 pure damage.
Jesus, man. I don't think this game's winnable. I think Radiant has just outplayed the hell, and this was such an awkward outplay after like the laning stage. Like what a weird laning stage. Such a confusing choice of like where to put heroes, into them just absolutely dominating every single fight. And now Can's running an OD. I don't think Wait, does he ulti? He wants. Can't you? OD getting gone on. Astrals himself. His team's gonna make it there in time. They might try to stay for him. It's gonna proc. Are they able to damage him in time? They need to be able to get through it. It is so much HP. He is getting all his mana. He is just standing his ground and hitting. I don't think he's gonna die.
You have to stay to kill him. No.
I mean, the Pudge is just gonna ult you.
I mean, he's gonna die anyway.
This game's, I think they call it GG.
No buys on the enemy on the team.
That was smart to do that hook. Somebody in their chat's like, you guys down to call this?
Do you think there's any words being said in the chat right now?
I think Kane's definitely the type of guy who's like, yeah, this game's over, right? Am I crazy?
Yeah.
I think Kaden's
down
might
to call
not have said a word in the last 7 minutes.
I don't know if that's true.
Huge stun by Kane. Okay, he really wants this game to be over.
I would say Kaden makes tilted plays.
That was an insane go.
He's not really quiet.
Oh.
Hey,
Alright,
Aegis is out.
Right
Aegis is out.
Wait, did Odie have Aegis in that fight?
No, Ricky had Aegis.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's just chain feeding. These hooks! This guy heard me talking shit. He said, watch this.
Alright, so they have to 2-0 next week.
Yeah.
They have to 2-0. It's do or die. And even if they 2-0. Wait, we'll know if they have a chance, right, though? Or do we have to wait to see what happens next week?
We should know by, like, a little bit here. I mean, by the end of the day, we'll definitely know.
But I mean, if they don't 2-0 next week, is it dependent on someone's performance? Or, like, even if they 2-0?
If they 2-0 next week, I think there's a world in which the 2 teams above them can, like, do very well, and then they won't make playoffs.
There's also tiebreaker weeks, right?
Like, yeah, but like they won't even make tiebreakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
they can 2-0 next week. If the 2 teams above them won this week and both 2-0 next week, then
yeah, but this team is intense.
Make tiebreakers.
How far away in terms of like is this team they played this Radiant team? Are they able to make playoffs? Are they 2-0 next week?
Yeah, that's a good point too.
But
yeah, now they have to outperform this team as well.
Well, no, but it's Swiss, right?
Oh,
So,
it's
like,
1-1. This was a 1-1. Never mind. So
Yeah.
I thought it was a 2-0, but it's a
No.
1-1. So
No.
I'm sure they'll stay ahead of this team because they're 10th.
No, but like
No,
tied
they're tied.
for 9/10.
Oh,
But,
they're
also-
tied with this team for
Yeah,
19th.
but also like
Yeah.
if
Oh,
the team's above
shit.
them 2-0, that will necessarily mean that the
There
teams
could be
beat
more
were
ties.
less, right? So,
Well, but the two teams above them also are tied with each other, right? So Kane's team 1-1, the team above them 1-1. None of
Yeah.
the standings change, right? They're still all 8th or 7th, 8th, 9th,
But
10th.
what if like the
And then
11th
if
team
everybody
2-0s?
2-0s, if everyone there 2-0s, then Kane's team doesn't make tiebreaks.
Damn.
And then not even including if the 11th place puts on a crazy run.
Damn.
I mean, we'll have to see we'll see the numbers.
We'll have to
Yeah.
see.
We'll crunch the numbers.
Kaden getting scouted out by this Ricky. He's going to make a go for it. Does he have BKB? He does. He uses it, I think, too late, though. He does end up dying in the end. They're going to try to go on this Ricky, but the Clockwork counter-initiating, making sure this DK can't do the damage. Meanwhile, this Pudge blinking and getting the hook on Banok, trying to cast March of the Machines from the side, but this Pudge is not allowing him to. A lot of goo is stacking up. This Bristle getting a lot of minus armor, but I don't think it's enough. He gets put up by the OD. I think the OD is just going to go. Meanwhile, on the side, Ricky on this DK. This DK goes down, and that's got to be the call. A lonely Shaker going in. 4-man Echo Slam. Does he get a single kill? He does not.
Well played, sir.
Another
Well played.
dead hero, and it is GG. Well play call from Dire, making this a 1-1 series. And both these teams looking for a potential spot in playoffs. We'll see if they can make it. They're going to need a 2-0. Good luck next season, this guy says.
What the fuck? Oh, they're tied, right? I mean, I guess they're both saying they know they have a rough time making it.
Or they know
I
they
don't
won't
know what
face
that
each other
was.
this season.
Only one.
For
makes it.
Harmony, I think that was toxic.
I don't know about that.
His teammate just said to report him. Oh, he meant it in a genuine way, but what does that mean? If you say
I don't
good
think he
luck
meant it to be
next
toxic.
season, you're implying that they're out.
No.
No, it could just mean that they're
Oh,
not going to face each other again this season.
I don't think it
But
was
they
toxic.
could.
I don't
Well,
think it was
only
If
in
they
playoffs.
can they both make playoffs? Is it a fact neither of them not both of them can make playoffs? Like
think
only
so.
one of these teams?
But even if it wasn't, I think it was just like, had a fun series. Good luck next season.
Yeah. I
don't know.
personally would have taken that as toxic, but I
But
tend to
he
think less of
he
people
did
in general.
say that he didn't mean it in a toxic way, right? Like,
Yeah, but I mean,
I would say if you say that, and like that's enough on its own.
yeah. I feel like
Wait, were some of
I
these
see a
games
lot
not
of
played?
people, you say some toxic